Many of you have a retirement plan, but do you really know how much of your money is at risk or how much you've already lost in the market? Our next guest wants to sit down with you and plug the gaps in your accounts, protecting a portion of your money so that you never lose principal or the gains. Instead of getting all your advice from the internet, your friend's friend, or even those making money off your account, whether you win or lose, Tracy Lamson with Lamson Retirement Solutions wants to set the record straight so you can retire without worry. Good morning, Tracy.
Morning, Deborah.
All right, I just took a deep breath when it's like retire without worry. The last time we did a segment on annuities, a lot of people called you or came to your office, made an appointment and said, well, when you talk about annuities, my CPA or my broker or my mama's friend or my mama's best friend, whatever, are saying annuities are bad. There are lots of annuities out there, so you have to understand which one you're talking about. There's a thing called safe annuities. Tell us what that means.
That's right. Annuities, I'm not going to disagree with them because I think that about 85% of annuities, maybe not that they're bad, but they're not suited for what we need them in retirement. We need this vehicle to protect our assets so that we can have a retirement where we don't have that fear of outliving our money. That's baby boomers' biggest fear today.
Yeah, brokers and CPAs work a little bit differently. So you kind of dive into, like I mentioned earlier, plugging some holes.
Absolutely. I mean, even accountants, there's so many people that don't quite understand maybe all of the products that are out there. I'm not here to tell people that they need all of their money in annuities. They need all of their money in their bank account or in the stock market. What you need an assortment because you need different things in life. We need to mitigate risk after retirement, because we don't know. There's so many things that happen and we have no idea how long we're going to live.
Yeah.
So protecting a portion of our assets from going backwards, replacing the negative years with zero, that becomes a necessity as far as an income bucket, or a risk bucket for retirement.
There are things that we should have learned, but how quickly we forget. 2008, a lot of people were 40% poorer because of what happened in the market. We're seeing that dip right now. I've heard people say 30% down, 15% down, and we don't know when that's going to stop. You can help with a number of things, even things that we thought that we couldn't access. Old zombie 401ks, for example.
Absolutely. If you have old 401k sitting around, someone else managing, possibly going down to zero fees, things like that, we can help you. Let's put it all where you control it, you manage it. CDs, any money that you want to protect or need for retirement. If you're within 5 years of retirement and the market tanks, are you going to have to work longer in order to make sure that you have enough money in retirement? We want to try to protect, keep your money that you've got in your 401k with your current employer going, and contributing. But if you've got other money that could be working for you, let's look at it. It can't hurt. That's the good news.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt. It's not painful.
You have money sitting in savings accounts, or you have inheritance money. Oftentimes that's just sitting there. It's not earning anything, really.
Deborah, something else also is that we've been getting people, with just older annuities. Old annuities, guess what? New products come into play as consumers have different needs. I was one of those, my husband and I, in 2008, when we were planning for his retirement, after 38 years with Exxon in 2011, we lost 33% because we were 100% Exxon stockholders. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can protect your money. I'm not talking about all of it. I'm not saying that you need to have, your money here. We need to talk about your needs. What do you need? Do you have guaranteed income that you can't outlive? I want to tell you a story real quick. I had a lady come in. She's been watching she said since the beginning. So next month will be 2 years. And they were so nervous, but she cried when we showed her how simple it was, what a great job they had done, given them the reassurance. She literally sat here in our office and cried. And it was just because it wasn't that hard, and it gives her that peace of mind going forward.
Yeah, money is emotional, especially when you get older.
Ooh.
And you sit there and you think, okay, am I going to have enough to take care of ourselves in the manner that we're used to? And can I take care of emergencies and things? As you always say, taking that road trip without eyeing the gas gauge. And of course, today, eyeing that gas gauge is a little more likely to happen for a lot of people. Okay, all the stuff that you just mentioned, it starts with a financial analysis that you will do for free for people who qualify. In that analysis is something that is, I think the first step is the hardest for us, because I heard people say, gosh, I wonder what my portfolio is doing right now. I'm like, you don't know?
Right.
I'm afraid to look. It's kind of like, going to get your physical. I'm afraid to go get it, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh, I have my hairdresser. She's scared to open her statement. I said, mail it to me. I'll open it for you, because we've got to know. We've got to know, and it's better to go ahead and figure it out now, because the more time you have, the more time you have to correct yourself.
Or you can help stop the hemorrhaging right now.
Absolutely. If we can't help you, we can, give you some guidance into, some directions and what will help you get to where you want to be.
Yeah, you mentioned the last couple of years. That's the last couple of years that you've been on this show, but you've been doing this for quite some time. And your first moment where you said, I don't ever want to be vulnerable again. We've mentioned this several times on the show, but you were a young wife, 2 kids, husband passed away, and you didn't know where to look for your financial advice. And you finally decided, I'm going to plug the holes myself.
And I want people to understand that. I've been there. Had my husband died 26 days earlier, I wouldn't have had money to bury him and put him in the ground. My husband now, godsend, but we retired at 58 and 43. Paying $200,000 in taxes 2 years after that was not something we had really intended to do, but it's kind of the way the cards were dealt. So,
but fast forward, you had a couple that came on not long ago that said you saved them $300,000 in taxes on something that was overlooked. So get your portfolio, get your information in front of Tracy, and that's what you want to do, is help figure out where the mistakes could be made and not do that.
Right.
Tracy, thank you very much.
We can't help you. We'll let you know real quick and not waste your time.
All right. Lamson Retirement Solutions has a special offer, you're welcome, that can make up for some losses and protect the rest of your retirement fund. The first 30 people to contact them and mention Great Day Houston will receive a complimentary financial analysis. That is a $499 value for free. It includes a blueprint of your current financial situation and how to align your investment strategies with your retirement goals. This offer is for anyone with at least $100,000 in liquid investable assets. To see how Tracy can help protect your money, call 281-459-0023. Again, that's 281-459-0023, or log on to LamsonRetirementSolutions.com for more information.